thought I'd give you some pointers as to what you need to do. This video should be on the announcements page right there, and all of you should have MyLab access, as that's where all of the homework and quizzes are going to occur. So you need to have access to MyLab. I can't do that for you. You're going to have to figure out how to get access, but the course number that you want is right here. Most of you are currently taking business finance as well as this course at the same time. There's only one or two of you, I believe, that we're not able to do that in the fall. So anyway, so when you get to the MyLab, this is what you see. Homework 1, 2, 3. There's actually, you want to view all the assignments, and you can see that all of the assignments, there are 16 of them, 10 homeworks and 6 quizzes. All of them have the same due date, 1/22/122. They all have the same due date, and that is the last day of the term, January 22nd. So it's a 3-week term. There's 2 weeks left, which is just right if you want to take advantage of the 2-week trial period. And as I said, since you've already covered this material in Finance 3220, it shouldn't be that big of an ordeal. So when you go in here and do the homeworks, you'll see that there are some tools. I want to point out some tools. You can ask for question help, and you can see e-text pages from there. Even if you haven't bought the e-text book, you can still access the e-text pages. When the e-text loads, it takes you directly to the pages that are relevant for the problem that you're working on. So that's useful. Other question help we have is you can view an example. It'll take you through a similar question, an identical question really, but with different numbers. So you'll want to take advantage of that. Also, I want to point out this Ask My Instructor tool. That is right, you can ask me questions directly from your homework. In fact, if you don't use that tool, then I can't really see what you're doing. And as I just said, the numbers change. Different students have different problems or similar current ratio. And you send it, and it goes to me. All right. And I should respond within 24 hours. And also there's a calculator, a financial calculator for spreadsheets. Now with the spreadsheets, that would require that you go in here, download a file, and that you download the file, and then when you download the file, it gives directions for you. Now it's important that you, for example, follow the directions very carefully. All calculations must be shown using cell references, for example. Do not just type the number in there, because you will get no points for that. So I can see cell 16, you would type equals C7. That's where sales comes from, because they give you the data. Now you just need to fill in the statement. This is an income statement here. That's a cell reference. So at any rate, do your calculations using the Excel spreadsheet to make those calculations for you. Do not do it by hand or by calculator. And the nice thing about this is you can submit this as many times as you like. As with all of the homeworks, you can submit them as many times as you want. So if you got a 0% the first time around, well, try again. I go back to the front page, and I look at the due date, the 22nd. You can see all these things are due, and you can see actually I just now submitted homework 3, although I didn't enter any answers, so I got 0%. So these numbers are going to be there. They should also be under the results section, but if you just hover over if you just click on the due date, you should see what you have due and if you've already submitted it, whether it's been submitted, and what the score was. So 16 assignments, 6 quizzes, 10 homeworks assignments. With the homework assignments, you have unlimited time. With the quizzes, let's go ahead and click on a quiz. With the quizzes, each quiz has 10 questions. They're equally weighted. You don't get hints. You do get 2 attempts though on each quiz. So the basic format of an income statement is what? Sales minus expenses equals profit. So let's see if you submit the quiz. You can see I got 1 question right. 10%. And you can also, after submitting a quiz, you can review it. And you can see what you answered, whether you got it right, and whether you got it wrong. So we have that. The quizzes are timed, the homeworks are not. You can attempt the homework as many times as you'd like. The quizzes can be taken up to twice. And that's the course, really. You should be able to see your results as you go. Anything not taken, by the way, will turn to a 0 after the due date. So if you do not submit, say, a homework or a quiz, it becomes a 0%. There are 16 graded items, and if one of those items you haven't done, then it will become a 0, and that will hurt your grade. So it's very important that you submit all of these things by the 22nd midnight, after 11:59 p.m. on January 22nd. I will be submitting grades, and we're not going to have extensions or anything like that.